Okay, somewhere somehow I'm forgetting something, but that's for me with the keyboard to figure out. Okay, thank you. Let's go.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's probably something else, but
Yeah.
that was definitely important.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 233 of Keeping It Real. I'm not gonna do any of the shit that I normally do. Okay, first and foremost, YouTube. I'll pull it up so you guys can see. Audience, you're just gonna have to take my voice for it. I checked my studio as I usually do, which is the analytics side of YouTube, this account that you're watching this podcast on. And I was just going around to random things and clicking random buttons. And there's this one section called monthly, like returning viewers in general. You can set monthly, yearly, whatever.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, the graphs dropped to 0. So I don't know what that means, but it scares the hell out of me, and I feel
monthly returning viewers.
I feel very like it's like it brings a sense of like fragility to the whole thing, because like at the end of the day, like yeah, it's my podcast and all, but I'm not my own boss. Like YouTube kind of just controls me. It's scary. Like look at like what does this mean right here? If you go to analytics and you go to audience and then you click, oh, maybe it just fixed itself.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, well that would be really nice. Cause then I'm launching what the other thing I was thinking about. Oh yeah, what's with this, bro? Oh, never mind. It fixed itself.
That's perfect.
I thought I was like shadow ban.
Problem solved. Yeah.
I refreshed it and it's fixed. Oh my god, it was terrifying. It was this graph right here, which is like people that return the like whatever. I don't even really know what it means, but it just went to 0, and I'm like, did I get like what happened? I always get really nervous when I post the episodes because they're not really family friendly, and I can't click like the for kids button, and I wonder like if I'm on thin ice all the time. And I often do get copyright strikes because people want to play their music where they have a copyrighted beat, or people want to do this, or even I want to rap on a copyrighted beat, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's settled and all. At work today though, and I got no sleep. I don't know if that's an excuse. It's more of just like a preface. My boss, Christina, she's 60 years old, and she just started dogging me hard. Like, and I get it. I get it. It's like we have that kind of relationship. But like she was pressing all the buttons and smiling the whole time, and I was just getting more mad and more mad and more mad.
Yeah.
She was like, she started off with like, because I'll pay people to take my shifts when I have to do things, and it's like backwards logic. It doesn't make sense. And she's seen my dad come to the store, and like she has like her own narrative, and it's pretty spot on, to be honest, and it gets me pretty angry pretty fast, because she's like, if I called your dad, he'd cut you off, and I'm like, what are you talking about, Chris? But that's just the relationship we have, I guess. And
That's weird, man.
dude, she got me going, and then she just clocked out, went home. She was like, all right, see you, bro.
She's just like, oh, I did my work for the day.
She was never mad. She was smiling the whole time. Yeah, she had to put me in my place. I feel like I hate having a place.
Yeah.
It's
your boss, so like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on your relationship with your boss, but sometimes it's like you talk back and then they take it personally, and then it's like, oh, well, you can I found
myself.
Control.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is pretty quote for quote. I said, whoa, Christina, like I can't let you be saying this. Like I work my ass off because I've been like up for so long. It was my first day classes and all, and she's talking like, oh, you're just going to drop I know what's going to happen, Jack. You're going to drop your classes and come to me and ask for more shifts like last semester. I'm like, damn. I took that one. That was early on. I was like, damn, all right. I guess that's valid. Like motivation, I guess. But then it just kept coming like, damn, like she was laying it on me. Paul, we keep it real in this segment. But we don't really have segments. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm glad that you guys are here. I had to get that. I had to say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we can talk about anything.
What's real to you?
What's real to me?
What's real to you?
I don't know. My undying devotion and curiosity for the world.
That's pretty real. That's pretty
real, I guess.
Yeah.
Like what is there to life other than being curious,
Amen.
If you stop giving a shit, then there's no reason to.
That's pretty
keep
real.
going.
That's
right?
pretty real.
Yeah, that's pretty real.
That's pretty real.
Came up with that on the spot.
Came up with that off the dome. Nah, I mean, you just gotta. I mean, that's one of the things I love about life is that you can always keep learning. There's something you can learn. You can, a lot of people it can almost seem overwhelming how much there is to do, but there also is kind of a comfort that like, I'm not going to do everything. So why should I try? But I can do what I can do, and I can experience these moments in life and like learn from them and build on them. And so if you're not learning, what are you doing? You're doing nothing. You're sitting there, you're stewing, right? And what does a stew do? It breaks you down, right?
I mean, that was some bars right there. Stew breaks you down.
Stew breaks you down.
Are you guys like I get nervous when I do these episodes. Every single episode, it's never stopped. I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
Do you guys like think like in real time like how people might listen to your words? Is that happening to you guys? Because that's kind of like what makes it happen for me.
I don't know. Like, I kind of like stop giving a shit. Sometimes it depends. Like when I'm like talking with a friend, you know, I kind of let loose, especially like if I'm in public or whatever. There's a point you got to figure it out. Like, man, people don't care that much. And the people who do care, you don't care about them. So it's like, what the fuck doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
Especially with shit on the internet, it's so easy to take all of it seriously. Because it's like somebody saying shit like directly to you and it fucking hurts your feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
And you realize like, dude, this is probably some fucking chud in some fucking like trailer park home in fucking Montana. Like, you know, there's a certain point you kind of have to stop caring. Like, it's not to say it's not important to think about how things you say come across to people. But there's also a point where you're overthinking, you know. As long as you stay genuine to like what you want to say to people.
Because the thing is, if there is somebody who is so convicted,
you got to keep it real.
You got to keep it real. You got to keep it real,
people, man.
Dude, I love you guys for real.
And like, if there's, you know, somebody who's going to take your words and misconstrue them, then they're gonna do it, right? And like some people have good intentions, and they'll hear something you say, and they'll say, "Oh, you know, I don't think you should have said it this way." But some people are gonna hate just to hate, and at a certain point, you can't do anything about that. So why even worry about that? Yeah. There's always going to be a section of people.
You got to be independent.
Yeah. You got to know what you're saying.
You got to stick to your guns.
Yeah, you got to stick to your guns. You got to know, you know, you got to be confident in what you're saying. And even if you can't be confident, you got to know what you're saying is true. Because if you're not saying if you're not saying the truth, how can you be confident in anything you say?
What do we say to a young gentleman that doesn't even know what his guns are? You know?
Doesn't know what his guns are. I mean, that's
like, how do you stick?
That's a difficult question. You know, like you said, that's what life is. Guns. I mean, for me, like I had a fucking difficult ass summer, man. A lot of like mental health struggles. And the one thing I've been like learning throughout all of this is just I kind of have to like distract myself, do things that I like, find what I enjoy and stick to it. Like I started going back to the gym over the summer and I forgot how much I fucking love weightlifting and bodybuilding and shit. That's like that's how you find your guns to stick to. You just figure out what you like to do. Like how do you put it? You got to stick with your gut with things. Like whenever you have a situation with a person or whatever, usually the way your gut feels, it's leaning towards the truth, right? Or how you feel emotionally reacting to something, that means something, right? And it doesn't mean to say to just like follow your emotions all the time like a fucking Sith Lord, but
yeah,
it means like I'm feeling this feeling for a reason. I need to address that, and do something about it. So I think for a lot of people, that really is what it is just finding a purpose, finding something you like to do, sticking to that, and just being genuine to yourself. Yeah, otherwise, you get lost. You don't have an identity.
Oh, we're off to a hot start, man. This is a good episode. I wish that I have all the you guys, all the friends you made along the way. It's like I want to stay in touch with all of them. Whenever I see one of them, I'm always like, I wish you did this. I would listen to every episode if you did this. And it's always something. It's always like I heard over the weekend in Wilmington, I can't edit. I heard like I don't have time. And these are valid excuses, I guess. But whose podcast do I get to watch? I ain't gonna watch me. That's weird.
Well, I think I don't know for everybody else, but it's just kind of finding what you like. Don't feel that there should be a barrier to. Like one of my things that I love is fishing. I've been fishing ever since I was 2 years old. It's a very big part of my life, and I don't really feel like there's a lot of barriers. If I want to go deep sea fishing, I'm going to go deep sea fishing. I'm going to find a way to do that because that's what I love, right? And so for a lot of things in life, we tend to say, I could do this, but I don't want to. And it's just because you don't have the passion for it.
Yeah. I guess it's not necessarily barriers, just more so having the motivation to get over the
exactly to jump those hurdles, right? Because there's some hurdles you don't want to jump. I don't want to learn. He's doing electrical engineering. I don't really care about electrical. Those aren't hurdles.
Fuck, man, I don't even really like my classes, but I'm still doing it regardless because I enjoy doing extent. I like the work. I like the skills that you learn from it.
Yeah.
What do you not like?
I think it's just school in general, just classes.
Like, what's it like over there in NC State? Is it like Wake Tech?
I haven't gone to Wake Tech. I don't know. What I've heard from Wake Tech is it is a lot easier.
Oh,
definitely
good.
Financially way cheaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's something I've noticed at NC State, and maybe it's just like with people our age in general. People are like way less social nowadays. So it kind of feels lonely, like going to some engineering classes. Most dudes just kind of like sit, kind of by themselves, kind of
like
seclude themselves.
That also might be.
That's why this is kind of amazing. Seriously,
like NC State.
I'm serious. That's why this is.
I don't know if you were in this area like 2 years ago.
Yes,
2-3 years ago. Like my sophomore year of college was probably like 2022, I think.
I was living on Hillsborough.
Yeah, NC State had that whole like mental health crisis.
I remember. I was building. A bunch of people like jumped off the parking deck.
Yeah, I went. I think the class was ECE 200, something like that. It was like the 200 level circuits class that you take, and I think that there was a guy who sat like 2 rows ahead of me, who killed himself, and like the counselor came in one day and told us about it. Jeez. I remember at the time, like every month there was a story about someone dying.
I know.
Yeah.
And then it pissed me off so much how NC State's response was to like get rid of reading days at the end of the semester before exams and then give us the mental wellness days in return.
What are reading days?
It's like classes end and then you get a few days where there's no classes, no exams. You just get to study and then exams start.
I see.
The way it works now is it goes like straight from end of class to the final exams.
So we kept mental health days?
But they got rid of those days to add in the mental health days.
So we still have mental health days today.
But those mental health days, it's like you'll have one Tuesday off in the middle of the semester.
Do we still have mental health days this like since then we've kept it?
Yeah. It's still a thing they do now.
So reading days are still gone.
They call them wellness days.
Wellness days.
They're still doing it now, but I don't like it personally because it's like, what am I going to do with like a Monday or Tuesday off in the middle of the semester? Like my professors still assign homework and have it due on that day.
They want it done then.
Like,
the weird thing about mental health, because I never was at NC State, but my roommates were, and I would hear like they'd be off for the day and it's a wellness day. I remember this. It would happen. Yeah. And it's like one of those things where I don't know how else to say this other than like, if someone is being accused of being crazy, or forget the accusation, if someone is trying to convince you that they're not crazy and the other person is just sitting there not doing anything and there's 2 people, who are you more likely to say is crazy? Like the guy that's just talking about it in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a weird feedback loop where like we have these mental wellness days and like everyone is doing something different with their mental wellness days. Some girls are going out having a picnic and bathing in the sun and reading a book and being well. Some dudes are like, fuck yeah, let's get trashed. Like it's all different per person, but it's like everyone knows that the reason they don't have school is because they've been given a mental wellness day. And that kind of makes you think like, am I mentally unwell? At least for me. Because it's like, I feel like it's a very fragile, there's very set in stone things. For example, if you want to become a professional soccer player, you practice and you play games increasingly at higher caliber and more audience. And it's like, the road is clear. While difficult, clear. But it's like the road to diagnosing yourself with anxiety, and with anxiety, dude, like that's just an emotion in my mind. Like I would never personally take...
Yeah, well, that's a really big problem because it's like so prevalent now in society. It's like everybody's fucking going to their therapists and shit. But at the same time, it's a real issue. But brains are complicated. We're complicated creatures. So it's really difficult to find where the line is between like, I'm anxious because of circumstances in my life, and no, like I actually have a condition that causes me to be anxious all the time.
I worry about the money behind it. It's like, there's money behind it.
Well, it's not even just money. It's how the whole like healthcare system is set up. Like, do you know Dr. Mike?
Yes,
on
I know
YouTube?
Dr. Mike. Yes.
Fuck, they're both Jewish. The one with hair.
I'm half Jewish. Oh, you know.
Yeah. He showed us. The Dr. Mike, the one with the hair. He had like a podcast episode where they were talking about like the healthcare system and how there's a lot of primary care doctors in the US, they only get like 15 minutes with a patient.
Yeah.
So if you have a patient come in, they have like a whole laundry list of problems, and one of those things is anxiety. It's like, well, fuck, I only get to talk to this person for 15 minutes. If I don't do something about this, they're going to be upset about it. Okay, I can give you Xanax, you know, and then they get addicted to Xanax, and they stay anxious for the rest of their life. Like, it's not even just the money; it's the fact that everything's like so compressed. It's like turned into a big system where doctors can't even like address people's issues.
Well, it's because the insurance companies run it. Like,
and at the same time, I'd also say like it's a societal thing too, because people in society in general are like paying attention more to mental health, and that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
But in a way, in a really fucked up way, it's also kind of popular to like go out and get an ADHD diagnosis.
It's like
get
it
your
makes
medication.
you,
So
nowadays,
it's like
you're not supposed to be normal.
It's
nowadays,
like on
gotta have
every,
something.
it's like
wrong
on
with you.
every front, it's fucked up, and every person, every like party in the situation pushes it to become worse. And again, it's really messed up because like
everybody,
mental health is serious stuff, man. Depression is serious stuff. Like, I suffer with my own mental health issues, and it's something like everybody's trying to figure out on their own. So it's really hard to, again, like find the line where it's like, am I tweaking, or like, is this something real?
I try so hard to stay like balanced. You know, I try so hard to stay balanced. What I found works, and I don't, and I never will take any sort of medication, just because I don't, not that I don't trust it, not that I don't trust myself. It's just one of those weird preference things, to be honest. Like, I honestly, like, I used to have like I would hear someone would take antidepressants and all, and I'd be like, and I still do in the back of my mind, and I'd be like, you shouldn't do that. But what do I know? Like, whatever. You're like,
it's weird, man.
It's honestly, I honestly don't think it makes that much of a difference. Now, there are some certain medications and like dosages that, like, when they get up, like, why is this like the kind where you don't take it for a day and like you're a totally different person? Bad. I'm not, that's I don't think that's, or maybe not bad. That's not my, what I opened my mouth to say was balance is very, very difficult. Very difficult. And right when you think you got it, it's like happiness. Right when you think you got it, you realize it's not really something you can have. It's just something that you can kind of just like, I heard this analogy once when it came to happiness, and it can work for balance as well. If you're on a sailboat and a bird just decides to land on your sailboat, then like you're happy. But there's no correlation. You just you just kind of like sail around. Like there's not really a, like, you can't like if I'm a millionaire, the bird will say, nah, he's just a bird.
He's just a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing to hear. It is sad though. Because sometimes you just be having like an amazing day.
And I get scared when I'm having.
You have like a good day, and it's like, dude, my day's been so good so far. I hope I don't fuck it up. And then I think about it, and immediately I get anxious, and I've ruined my whole fucking day.
Yeah. Well, what I found really helps with the balance thing is being extremely expressive. That's part of the reason this podcast exists, because there was a girlfriend that didn't work out, and I put everything into, and it just like, it killed me, but I didn't know how to deal with it. And I had like kept this like log of like everything we did together, and I loved it because it was like a little thing that I could work on. And I was like, I need a hobby. I need something I could do. Like what was good. Like I think a good part of my relationship with her is that I like tried very hard. I don't know what I was trying at, but I tried very hard.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to try very hard at something else. And I think I chose trying very hard to just like consistently exist. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I have to press upload every single day, multiple times. I have many of accounts. I sent you a bunch of links. Yeah. One was a double link. TikTok shadow banned it because that was my fault because I included the word ass. That was dumb. But like, dude, we can't censor this. Like, I have trouble like actually leaning into that. There's a lot of things that I have leaned into over the past year. Like I've leaned into. I used to not do thumbnails. Now we do thumbnails with the big heads and everything. And sometimes I'll be like this. Like, I will do that. I used to not do that.
Oh, that's good.
I do like why blank titles, like click-based titles. I do all sorts of stuff that like I used to not do because I would tell myself why. So maybe, you know, cleaning my vocabulary and cleaning like the topics might eventually happen. Not today though.
Not today.
Because dude,
Yeah. But
fuck shit, piss cum.
but that being said, what you said is pretty valid with like the girlfriend thing and like sticking to uploading and stuff. I think that's important. Like the other thing too is it just takes time when fucked up shit happens in your life. That was my entire summer, basically.
It's been about 2 years now, and it's weird because I finally feel like I'll stumble across like one of her social media accounts, and I'll be like, yeah, she's pretty, but like I don't really even remember. Like, this is weird. Like I used to. Be sad.
I mean, dude, my first girlfriend broke up with me over the summer, so that's been my whole summer basically.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
And no, it's fine. It's fucking whatever at this point, but
that shit kills. People don't really.
It kills, man. Yes,
it kills hard.
It kills a lot.
And you're not really. It's not really cool to say like you're dead. Like
no, that's what it felt. That's what it felt like for the first like 2 months. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I fucking like drank every night, dude. I was just waiting to die. Then I realized, like, dude, I'm kind of being a bitch.
Also, bro, there's like no right way to do it. You know what I did? I was like locked in and like woke up early, worked out and everything, and I was a wreck. Like nothing
just feels
like I wish I would have just drank.
Nothing feels rewarding at all.
Like seriously, like everything's gray, and you just can't like. You just feel like a loser.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just time and effort at the end of the day. Like, I was so depressed, I just decided to not eat, and I ended up losing like 20 pounds after that.
Yeah, you just can't get up and shower.
Which it wasn't good for me, by the way. But that ended up in me like going to the gym more. And I picked it up, and then it was like in the past few weeks, I looked in the mirror. I'm like, "Fuck, dude, my muscles grew." Like,
you look big, bro, and you got like
muscle.
A firefighter stash. By the way, like, that thing is sexy.
I used to have a full-grown beard, dude, and my girlfriend never let me fucking shave it. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna have the mustache.
Dude, that's one of the things as we continue to become adults, like. I don't know, like you gotta gauge situations, but I feel like it's important for our next relationships to be very much. Do you have a girlfriend?
Not as recent.
Okay. I think it's very, very important that we make sure to what's going on. What's up, man? He's got a good mustache too. Got to make sure that it's like yes, we are dating, but only because I don't know how to explain this. Like we need to be our own people. Like both of us need to.
For sure.
No, don't talk to me about that, dude. I know everything about that.
Yeah, because it's so slippery, bro. I swear I thought I knew that when I started seeing this girl, and then all of a sudden it's like gross feeling. Like it's like
no, my girlfriend and I, we had an extremely interdependent relationship,
which is not healthy because for anybody.
We lived together first before we started dating.
Yeah, so. And some people get locked in on that stuff and they never break up. And actually, like good for them. Maybe they're in love. Not for me.
Like in my case, she was the one that broke it off. I feel like in the end, though, it was good for me because there was a point afterwards I realized, like after a few months, it's like, dude, I can stay up and drink with my friends now. Like she always made me fucking go to bed early. I didn't get to hang out with my friends, and now I can do that. And it's like,
yeah, a girl in your life is
my own person. Like I can just kind of like make a spontaneous decision and like
yeah. I'm very much enjoying not having a girlfriend. Like Shorty's like if I got a girlfriend, I have to like not like. I don't know. I've just now gotten used to letting my parents know things. You know, I used to be like, I don't want to let you guys know I'm going over here. I just want to go. And like, I've just finally like gained the ability to like plan a trip, and then I got to keep my parents in. You know, so that's about it.
I mean,
I don't want to add somebody else
to find, but yeah, the independence is nice.
I just went to Wilmington. Imagine I had to check in with a girlfriend too. I wouldn't have made it to Wilmington. Wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, especially nowadays. I feel like people like with the mental health stuff. Like people are so like anxious nowadays. Bro, like every time you open Instagram or TikTok and it's like street interviews about dating, it's always just the most cancerous shit.
Oh my God.
Well, because
like
they do that.
Like dudes talking about like if your girlfriend has guy friends, like you can't let her have guy friends. You can't let her hang out with dudes.
Yeah.
Or
just weird stuff. Like
just
if
like
no girl's getting you a gift, drop her.
Like a whole bunch of stuff about like just like being really controlling, being really anxious and
stuff. If your girlfriend's blonde, break up.
Yeah, and they say that it's like all these like red pill alpha male motherfuckers that like.
Oh, I saw one that was like
themselves don't.
If your girl goes to the if you're going to the don't go to the movies. You ever seen that? Did you see that one?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. It was just like some clip about how like you shouldn't go to the movies with your girl, and I was like, who's making this? Bro has a personal experience where
dude, it's like you know a fucking Fresh and Fit.
No.
They're like these two guys that do like a red pill podcast in like Miami, and they are like the kings of that shit. They're like the progenitors of like the red pill alpha male podcast. Like every episode, they have like a big,
they have
a big round table of like Instagram models that they bring on, and they go on there and talk about how shitty women.
And you're like,
are,
why are these women there?
Well, it's like these guys are fucking losers in the first place. Like fucking fresh.
But are they though?
No, they're definitely losers. But like we're talking about
let's make an argument. Let's disagree.
People found out.
I disagree.
People found out about Fitz's relationship he had with his girl, and he was very much a loser. Like he always stayed inside. He never hung out with her. He never like fucking spent time with her. She would go in and like hang out with other fucking dudes. Like she would have like the same guy in all of her fucking Instagram and like social media posts, and they're like roller skating together. And fucking Myron, that's his name, is Myron. He'd just be like staying inside all the time. Like he was kind of a fucking shitty boyfriend. And it's like, how can you not be a shitty boyfriend when your whole podcast is talking about how shitty women are? Like,
okay, I disagree.
At a certain point,
he's not a loser. I disagree. I'm big against losers. I don't think they really exist.
You don't think losers exist?
Why not? Losers are dead. If you die, you lose. In my mind, you know what I'm saying?
I guess yeah, but that's a weird way of defining losing.
Well, I
guess we're still all in the race, right? Like you haven't lost until the very. Is that what you're saying? You haven't lost until like the very end. We're still like, it's kind of like we're all in this race. We start when we were born. We end when we.
I mean, loser in that their entire image is being these big, strong men that get lots of fucking girls and they got money. They're fucking tough. They project this big, tough image, but in his own relationship, he's getting like fucking cucked by some dude that roller skates. Like that, you're a loser in that sense.
Cucked is weird because
I don't know. I don't know for certain that she was like cheating on.
No. For the sake of the argument, I'm taking
it's
everything
funny, like when you
fact.
find like 10 fucking 15 pictures of his girlfriend with this one other guy, and they're like roller skating, going to parties and shit. And he's never in them because Myron just wouldn't fucking leave his house, dude.
Justin Bieber. Have you seen Justin Bieber? Haley Bieber. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah. I've seen some clips of it. I haven't seen much of it, but yeah, dude. He's like,
because he's mega famous.
Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's like his wife, and he like fucking hates her. So there's like these clips of like him getting out of cars and shit and just slamming the door in her face.
All right, well, here's the story, because there's lots of different angles to this story. I've
heard people being sympathetic to Justin and people being sympathetic to her name? Haley. But
okay.
I don't know enough about it, just off the clips.
About to key you in. I'm going to try and condense my words. I'm going to try and make this short. Since she was 12 and Justin was whatever, 15, 16, I don't even know their ages or whatever, but you know, back then we were around, it was like girls would kill for that guy.
Yeah.
As a boy, he was just a boy. And girls all around the world were like, they were like 11, 12 years old, shaving their whole body just to go to his concert. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Hailey Bieber was a believer. Wait, Haley, I forget her.
Oh, like she was a fan. She was like
she didn't have the last name Bieber, okay? I forget. She's kind of famous. Haley, don't know. Like she's literally, she did what she set out to do. There's all these pictures and videos of her at these meet and greets. Her dad was a very successful businessman in New York City. So she had ins places and she would meet him backstage and she would do this and do that. And there's all these videos of him signing stuff for her, you know, but think about how many girls, you know, he saw back then. Like,
yeah.
And she became friends with the right girls like Kylie Jenner and all them because she, you know, had that ability with a very rich family and all. And she ended up marrying the guy.
That's insane.
She ended up marrying and had a kid with him. And there's all these.
They just have a shitty marriage, I'm guessing.
Well, that's what the outsiders say as like a because we're not really in there.
Yeah, it's hard to be an outsider and like see all the clips of Justin being shitty. I'm sure he's fucking shitty.
I don't think he is. Dude.
I haven't liked him for a while.
He's actually
all I'm saying,
dude. I'm a huge.
I'm saying is like he's definitely like being very rude.
This is an angle though. This is an angle that I want to attack with the story. Imagine the gender roles are swapped. Here we can get a little bit red pill, blue pill. You know what I'm saying? But imagine if like the guy is the one hunting the girl down all those like a decade. Then is it still because like in this story it's like Slay Queen. You got him. You manifested that shit. You know what I'm saying? But with the dude, it's like, yo. Or is that Slay Queen?
I wouldn't say so. I think it's weird no matter what.
Maybe
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird if it doesn't go in his favor, but if it does, then it's like he's the dedicated guy. You know, he was always there for type shit.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know enough about the situation. I was just gonna say like with like marital and like couple issues. it's shitty to have an opinion on it. That's why I don't like gossiping about relationships too much because there's a million and one things that you don't know about someone's relationship with another person.
There's a million and one things that they don't know.
At the end of the day, it's impossible to find like a person who's wrong in a relationship after a relationship breaks up or it goes poorly.
What do you guys do? What do you do with
everything you can? Every like reason someone would have to be pissed off at their ex, there's something before that they did that was shitty, and then something before that, and something before that. So it's like, like it feels weird to comment on stuff like that.
Do you ever want to call your ex? Text her?
No, not right now.
But
I did for like a month or two, not right now.
And a month or two, like in the summer?
Yeah, like after she broke up with me.
So like, how did you not? Or did you? I've done it.
I mean, I did, and she blocked me, so.
Oh, same.
That made it easy.
Doesn't it really hurt to get blocked?
It's whatever, man. I
got blocked for the first
personally,
time.
I have like a kind of like obsessive mental process.
Yeah, it's scary because she blocks you, and then
it's hard for me not
like, wait, how can I get around this? And you're like, whoa.
Like I'm kind of obsessive in that if I start thinking about something, it makes me anxious. I can't stop myself from thinking about it.
I think most dudes are.
I was absolutely like wrong in doing that. Like I was kind of being obsessive. I was like hitting her up, trying to like get her attention. She blocked me, and then now I can look at it and be like, yeah, I did it. It
stings.
She still treated me shitty. She still did shitty things. I'm not gonna fucking lie about that, dude. I'm not gonna.
Dude, that's my problem.
I'm not gonna sweep for my ex. At the same time, I can take responsibility for the things I did. At the end of the day, like the answer is exactly that we both just weren't right for each other, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. My exes and my stories, they never did nothing wrong. That's a big problem for me.
Drink that. Fuck.
I never. It's like I can never be like, oh yeah, she was shitty too. Nah. And my stories, and when I think back on it, it's like, nah, she was perfect. You fucked up.
Thank you. We can share if you want.
Oh, boys. Will you? I want to be included. Will you? I got a drink in there on that in that sub above bag. Will you toss me the first one you grab?
Yeah.
Some drinks.
And no, I don't need to be eating. Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
What was that?
Vanilla root beer.
Vanilla root beer.
I'm coming up on a year sober.
Oh, good job, man. That's impressive.
Don't mean to flex.
No, flex.
I never had an alcohol problem until I stopped smoking weed. And I made it a year without weed, and I was like, I gotta let go of the drink too. Yeah. And now it's like I gotta let go of the fucking this shit. Like it never ends. It never.
You know what I fucking love? The little mayo bottles you squeeze in the water. Oh, little flavor enhancers. 0 sugar, 0 calories. You can get the ones with magnesium in them so you fall asleep, or the fucking ones with the electrolytes, dude. Oh my God. I take like creatine every day, and I always drink it with my mayo.
I love gravity bombs, dude.
Yeah.
So, dude,
I can't, dude. Those are too harsh.
No, I fucking loved it. I like to feel like my throat was ripping apart. I liked it when I felt pretty confident that the chrome plating on the socket was melting off and combining with the butane. God. Yeah, I like it.
Hard, dude.
Oh my God, man. I like just thinking about it gets me high. Like, fuck. Like that was my thing, man. I used to Jeep until there was, until I could not Jeep.
Yeah.
To Jeep or not.
Did you get like withdrawals?
Well, it's been almost 2 years now. And I always used to say, I used to talk about it way more than I do now. That's one thing that's happened. Mm-hmm. And I always used to say, every day that goes by, every week that goes by, the way that I think back on it is slightly different. So here we go on 2 years. What was the question? Did I have withdrawals?
Yeah, did you have withdrawals, some like physical withdrawals?
Yes. Notably, my gums swole. My gums, and I never brushed my teeth. I had very poor, I was horrible with that. But when I stopped smoking weed, it fucking lit up, and it was like I couldn't even rest my head on my pillow.
Oh,
like my whole ass. Terrible. Yeah, I had to go back to Charlotte to the dentist, and he fixed me up, man.
That didn't happen to me. I also had withdrawals when I quit.
But that was like a month and a half in. It was a sleeper agent.
For me,
I had just popped up.
For me, like shortly after I quit, I had weeks where I would wake up in the middle of the night, totally like my whole bed is soaked in sweat.
Oh my God!
I just sweat in my sleep.
I forgot. Yeah,
and I'd sleep
good now.
I'd have the most.
I didn't even realize that.
I'd have the most insane fucking lucid, just like vivid fucking dreams.
Yeah,
bro. Because that's what it does. Is weed will like turn down your deep sleep when you dream.
Yeah.
So when you quit, it just all comes back. Your brain's like having a crazy party time.
Yeah, man. I don't miss a sweaty bed. That was the first 30 days for sure. Dripping in sweat.
Yeah.
That was a good decision for me personally. Quitting was a good decision.
You quit too?
Yeah.
Baller.
I mean, I still smoke every now
How
and then.
recently? Oh, so you didn't quit.
I'm not like
You
totally
quit every
sober from
day.
it. I quit doing it every day. Now it's like once a week.
You know how we were talking about obsessive earlier? I'm obsessive over these. Like I'm obsessive. Like I have to. Like I can't touch it. It's kind of sad, but like.
No, that's fair. If that's what you need, then that's what you need.
What you gotta do.
It's the only way.
For me, it's like the negative effects are what like stop me from doing it often. I can only do it every now and then because otherwise, every time I do it, it's like I'm gonna wake up the next morning and I'm gonna feel like I didn't sleep even though I slept 10 hours.
Yep, that is how that goes. That is how
It makes you so drowsy.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
It's a shame because it's fun to get high.
I love weed. I'll never not love weed. I love it so much. I love it. I love to get drunk.
Man. And you ask a coke addict, they're gonna tell you they fucking love cocaine even though they can't do it anymore. You know?
I was up close and personal watching my boys snort coke in Wilmington. I was like, damn, you guys are my boys. When did this happen?
Oh, dude, I'd never touch that shit.
Crazy sauce, man.
Never.
Rolled up 20s, coming home from the fraternity event, just.
Oh, well, fraternity, yeah, well, that explains it.
And I was like, yo, like, we're in a movie. I said that, and I was like, I really just said that. Like, that's probably what they said the first time they did it. And then I was like, what does it feel like? To my main boy, and he was like, just keeps me level, man. And that's when I knew he was in it.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, you know people who do that.
Yeah, I got offered cocaine. I don't know if I should say, but it's a bunch of friends that I have from a really long time. We were all in like the same like group together, and we all kind of kept hanging out after that whole thing ended, and we would do something called Beer Olympics. It's, name implies you get together, get drunk as hell, play as many beer games as you can. Many great stories about Beer Olympics, but there was one time, it was either Beer Olympics or another time, but he just came up, laid out a line. He was like, "Hey man, you want some of this?" Fuck no. No. I remember my friend, when I was down at the beach.
It just takes that one moment. Good choice.
I will never do cocaine.
Because it's just, too many people have done it and gotten ruined their lives on it.
Oh, for sure. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's like, dude, I know that shit would be amazing. That's why I'm never going to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I got approached like that. I was at a birthday party in high school, and I got approached like that with these girls. They were like, Jack, we're buying Molly. Do it with us.
No.
I said yes.
No. Oh.
I said yes. And like, I wish that I could say I'd never done it, but I didn't. And the problem is like, because I've done it, I feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal to do it again, but probably only because I did it.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't enjoy it.
I swear I didn't feel anything.
Maybe I would, but like,
I might have been so
I know
amped up
from what I've
adrenaline-wise.
heard about like the come downs and the
It was pretty
after-day
great
effects.
afterwards.
I know that for me, dude, it'd be fucking over, dude. I get way too depressed to do something like that.
That's why I don't gamble, because I don't want to be tempted.
Yeah,
it's like,
dude, that's
Bro, bring me to Vegas. Bring me to Vegas.
I will
but-
never gamble.
Yeah, but
Hopefully.
we should go to Vegas, and you need to give me
know.
a budget, because otherwise, yeah, dude, the bank account's gonna be empty by like 5 a.m.
Gambler?
Dude. I fucking love poker, dude. Poker is the most fun game.
we gotta play some poker, boys.
I
Every
love
moment.
poker so much. There was a time where I was just like getting poker videos on my YouTube Shorts, and I just like all of them.
been there.
All of them, dude.
Yeah.
I love poker. Like just as a game,
big
it's really good.
The Big Short, is that the TV show? What's the TV show with like Phil Ivey and all them?
I have no idea. Never heard of it.
Oh, you never heard of that? It's like a reality. It's not reality TV, but it's just
Wait,
like,
The Big Short, isn't that about
The Big Short.
the-
is
the-
the recession. I'm talking about. That's
Okay.
the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in that bathtub scene with what's her name, where she's like explaining some shit with a glass of wine. Bonds. She's explaining Bonds. That's a good fucking scene. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I haven't seen the
The Big Short. You haven't seen The Big Short?
I haven't seen The Big Short.
Dude, must watch.
Which is a shame because I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I fucking love The Wolf of Wall Street, dude. That's such a good movie.
He's coming out with a new one.
What movie?
It's about some revolution. I've been seeing the trailers for it. Might already be out.
Okay, you know what's fucking crazy? Do you know who Cillian McMurphy is?
Mm-mm.
The main character from Peaky Blinders.
Ooh, handsome fella.
You know what he's starring in soon?
Let me guess.
Okay, guess.
Nope. Wait. Hold on. I know.
I'll give you a guess. It's a documentary.
Oh my God. Are they making a, are they doing, they wouldn't be doing, Jeffrey Epstein.
Bashar al-Assad.
Who's that?
Bashar al-Assad.
The Syrian dictator, Bashar al-Assad.
Why do I not know?
Cillian McMurphy is starring as him in a biopic.
Wait, I've never heard of this dictator before.
Have you ever heard of this?
You don't know about Syria?
I don't know the Syrian Civil War.
So,
dude, if there's ever a reason to hate Russia,
Jeez.
Essentially,
what they do?
Sum it up shortly. There was this really bad dictator of Syria called Bashar al-Assad. He was part of a small ethnic minority in Syria called the Alawites, and they are very similar to Shia Muslims, but they're not as similar. They have some very interesting beliefs, and so essentially Bashar like stuck his cabinet with all of these people and was very repressive to a lot of the other people, like the Muslims, Kurdish people. And
there was a big controversy about him like gassing people that were like protesting and stuff and killing them.
Just brought out to all civil war. Russia backed Bashar. We backed some of the rebels.
It's fucked. Like if you ever look at a map of the Syrian civil war, there's like 4 or 5 different armies that control different parts.
Yeah.
And then it was recently a few months ago. What was their name?
So it's territorial. What's in the is there any like oil? Like
oh yeah, of course.
Of course, oil. It's also a very big piece of land. Syria is, correct me if I'm wrong, like right under Turkey.
Yes.
Is there any religious like is it just?
Well, there's a rebel group from I think North Syria and over not the summer. It was earlier in the year.
Isn't Syria where ISIS came from?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, ISIS came out.
No, they came from Iraq.
Oh.
Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. That's ISIL, and then ISIS is Islamic State of Iraq and Syria.
In Syria, okay, yeah. So ISIS was.
But
part of
recently, what happened is these like rebels. I can't believe I'm forgetting their name. From the north, like probably the biggest army, had come down and basically taken over all of Syria. And nobody knows what happened to Bashar al-Assad.
And then the whole massacre.
I think the theory is that he escaped to Russia or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But now Cillian McMurphy is starring as him in a fucking biopic. It's insane.
Oh, you know what I saw in theaters? Warfare, I think it was called.
Warfare is a good movie.
Did you watch it? A24?
Yeah, I watched it.
Which I learned A24 is just private equity. It's not some cool indie movie company. It's literally private equity.
That sucks, but everything they put out, I love.
I know, same. I'm like, okay. I hate private equity, like,
and I love
BlackRock
it. Honestly,
Jersey Mike's, but like at the same time, like, whatever. I like A24.
Honestly, I mostly love
like
A24 because they have what's his name, and like all
Timothy
of
Chalamet.
No.
Oh,
The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe's like in all the A24 movies.
Willem Dafoe. I can't put a face to that.
The older guy with the gray hair. He had the big beard in The Lighthouse.
Spider-Man. Green Goblin from Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Like pinched face.
I think so.
He was in Budapest Hotel.
Yeah, I know.
Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in like all the A24
That's a great
movies.
movie.
I fucking love those movies.
So you saw Warfare.
Yeah, I saw Warfare.
Remember that scene where they call in the like a flyby? Like they don't even drop any bombs.
Show of Force.
Show of Force.
Yeah.
God damn. Goosebumps.
That movie's so good.
So good.
Such a good
and
movie.
it's like nothing. It's one of those movies where like nothing even happens. It's just one setting the whole time, and you're just watching like.
Do you know about Warfare?
It's just a real event. It's like
it's a movie.
2-3 afternoons worth of living.
Yeah, it's a movie like based off real events. I forgot where it takes place.
Afghanistan.
Is it Afghanistan? Oh, no, I think it was Iraq.
Iraq?
Something like that. And it's about these U.S. soldiers that were stuck in a house.
They shouldn't have been there. It was that war that was pointless. It was Dick Cheney, I think, as vice president.
Gulf Storm?
Maybe. I can't remember.
It was like the war.
Desert Storm.
Might have been Libya. I don't know, dude. There's too many fucking.
It might have been Libya.
There's too many fucking wars to remember, but it's a movie about these U.S. soldiers that got stuck in like a fucking house, and there's people shooting at them, and they have to do a big rescue mission because like a bunch of them got injured by IEDs. It's a crazy movie, dude. There's like 2 characters in that movie that scream in like pain, and it's like,
yeah, bro, like grown men crying, like it's like, why are we here? Like, what is going on? Like,
and there were people
tense.
online talking about how it's like a pro-America movie. Or like how it was like.
I think it was anti-war. Was it
like
not?
It's weird. I feel like they only call it like a pro-America or like war propaganda movie just because the main characters are American.
And
because
so
in every other way, when you
story.
watch the movie, you come away with like, this is really fucked up.
And at the end, they show the actual people.
What happened to these guys? I'm not going to say like their pain was meaningless, but like it didn't change anything.
It didn't
like,
have to happen.
geopolitics
Didn't have to happen. Same
totally
with the
pointless.
buildings of the tanks blew up with the Iraqi people that are never shown. You know, like there's just death.
Yeah.
And I feel like the message is probably whatever the hell these people, because it shows the old veterans in wheelchairs at the end of the movie that were like actually the real people played by actors.
Yeah.
So what do you think they would say the message is? Because that's what I think the message is. And I don't know what they'd say it is. Probably different for each one of them. I feel like some of them are like, fuck yeah, still. You know? Like,
Well, I mean, you know, every single person looks at a great piece of art and you get something different from it. Right? Like every single person who looks at the Mona Lisa gains something different from it. Maybe they see themselves in her. Maybe they see themselves in the artist. Maybe they see themselves in the location. Maybe the time period, right? Like different people kind of like view art in different ways. And to say it's all one way is just kind of silly.
so like
It's
maybe you're watching the warfare movie and like you got a boner.
Yeah, I bet there's some fucking chuds that voted for Trump that fucking love that movie. Like, hell yeah, America.
Oh yeah, we should do it again.
You know, I don't doubt that there's some guys like that, but I think the general vibe of the movie is like,
Let's not
all
do
this pain was totally fucking pointless. Because by the end of the movie, it's not like they did anything. They didn't take over the town. They
escaped the place that they were attacking.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
That was what they accomplished. Is they escaped with their lives.
And it wasn't like they were being invaded. Like they were the invaders.
If you like that movie, you'd also like Black Hawk Down.
I've seen Black Hawk Down. I've seen
Really
all the war movies. Have you seen with that one handsome fella? It's like he's I'm not. It's not.
When does the movie take place?
I don't know, man. He's got a shaved head.
Come on.
And he like he's all down in the mud and all. And the name is something like
Hacksaw Ridge.
No, that's close. I've seen that one. It's like it's not gonna happen.
Dunkirk.
No. It's like one or two words.
Saving Private Ryan.
No.
Forrest Gump.
No. Forrest Gump. Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough war movies. I just know the basics. I really want to watch Apocalypse Now. That movie looks good.
I haven't heard about. What about that one movie where it's like, this is my rifle. My rifle. Is that Hacksaw Ridge?
And that Full Metal Jacket.
This Full Metal Jacket, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's good.
Yeah, many like it, but this one is mine. And then someone kills themselves in the bathroom. That shit's crazy.
Private Pile.
Private Pile.
Yeah, dude. Private Pile. What is a jelly donut doing in your locker?
There was a guy. No one knows how it happened. There's this guy at Navy boot camp who and when they go firing at Navy boot camp, they only do like pistols and they only use like blanks. And so like sometimes they have projectiles, but it goes out like 4 feet. It's really lame. Somehow this guy managed to kill himself on there.
Damn.
Like this was super recent. I don't even know.
Must have like, what is a blank? If you put the blank in your mouth, is that going to kill you maybe?
It won't even a blank. Because no, a blank would do that. Because if you like the
I mean, they still have the explosive gas.
Yeah, it has all the
It's just gas. Yeah. Okay. So if you like put up your nose, you might blow your nose off.
Yeah, you're gonna blow, yeah.
A blank is the same thing as a bullet. They just don't put the bullet part.
Yeah.
It still has the gunpowder and everything.
Force, yeah.
Oh, so like you.
I think they just like pack it with
You get an
like
explosion
wax
in your
or
face.
something.
Yeah.
That's how what's his name?
That's probably why fireworks are so damn dangerous.
Not Jackie Chan. Wasn't it like his son or something died on a movie set because of a blank from a gun?
Oh, I feel like I know.
I don't know if it was like Bruce Lee's son or Jackie Chan's son. It was one of their sons.
Cage.
He's alive.
His son?
No. I remember it was one of the famous guys that did karate movies.
I love karate movies. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
My favorite is Rush Hour. I like Rush Hour.
What's Rush Hour?
You don't know Rush Hour?
I don't know Rush Hour.
It's got Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan, and they're like FBI detectives.
I don't know.
It's a classic, dude. It's like the '90s era Black and Asian comedy.
They're making a new Now You See Me. You ever seen Now You See Me? The magician movie?
I don't think so.
Very good.
I feel like I recognize.
They're making a new one. How about you guys seen Ocean's 11, 12, 13? Fuck Ocean's 8. It's like the women version of Ghostbusters. They just put 8 girls in there, and there's no. I don't know if George Clooney is the guy that does Ocean's 11. You know George Clooney?
Yeah, I know George Clooney.
Handsomest fella of all time. I saw this YouTube video where it was like women. You know those channels that just like grab crazy demographics and ask them all one question, and it's just like a big cut. It's like women of all ages saying their most attractive man or like celebrity, and like it starts off with like. I don't even know, like just random. But then 40, 45, 50 and up, everyone says George Clooney. And it's like, damn, like he had that generation in a chokehold.
You know,
Some dude.
sorry, I just remembered a really good war movie. Come and See.
Come and See.
Have you heard of that?
What's it? What is it? Jordan Peele?
No, it is someone you've never heard of.
Oh.
It is a movie, I think, from the Soviet Union. It was recorded in Belarus.
Hell no, that's too real for me. That's too real for me.
It is it is the most fucked up war movie you will ever watch. It basically,
I thought you said horror. You said war.
war.
Okay, we're still.
It's a movie about a kid in Belarus during the World War II, and he tries to join the partisans, which were like small kind of militias that fought against the Nazis or fought against the Soviet Union, depends on what group. And he tries to join the partisans. So it's this movie about this little kid kind of experiencing World War II, and like, it is such an incredibly fucked up movie, especially the ending. And it's like an unsatisfying ending. Like at the end, I'm not going to spoil too much, but by the end, like they kill the Nazis and it's like, you don't even feel good about it. And like this kid, like if you look like before and after, just like the beginning to the end of the movie, like he looks like a kid at the beginning. By the end, he looks like an old man. Like they did the makeup so fucking well. That's a really good movie. I'd really highly recommend it. If you like war movies, Come and See is amazing. And you can watch it for fucking free on YouTube because it's like an old movie from like Russia.
How do you feel about cowboy movies?
like gay ones.
Not gay.
Brokeback Mountain.
Did that come up yesterday? I feel like it did.
No, it didn't. I don't think it did.
Somebody I was talking with about Brokeback Mountain.
There's this real good Cormac McCarthy book. He's the guy who did No Country for Old Men. If you've ever seen that movie.
Blood Meridian?
Blood Meridian.
Blood Meridian's really good.
Oh, it is.
I need to read it.
Oh, there's a Quentin Tarantino cowboy movie that I love. It's like a bunch of mini stories in a movie.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about?
I don't know
the Adventures of like something.
Yes.
About that guy who's like kind of invincible, like he does a bunch of antics and stuff.
I think so. Well, it's like a bunch of like small stories within a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Quentin Tarantino does, but it's like cowboy themed.
I feel like I know.
Best cowboy movie? Blazing Saddles. Obviously.
Blazing Saddles.
I've fucked.
Blazing Saddles?
No.
I fucked with I fucked with.
I don't really know.
Here's the thing: old cowboy movies are good. They're really boring. They're really long.
This is Blazing Saddles isn't even like a.
I know it's a new.
Yeah,
movie.
it's not even newer. It's like a parody of cowboy movies.
Yeah,
like
that's
his
true.
whole shtick.
I like
Oh, guys, I have a gift card for the movies. We could get all three of us movie tickets. It's $50. I got it from work. From Christina.
What's out? Right?
See, she
Naked Gun 2. Naked Gun 2.
Let's go see Naked Gun 2.
Wait. I thought that already came out. Is it just showing again in theaters?
No, there's a new Naked Gun movie that came out a few weeks
What was
ago,
the
like
first
2 weeks
one?
ago. There's Naked Gun 1
What
and
is
then
it
Naked
about?
Gun 1 and a third and the Naked Gun and like 2 and 3, 2/3 or something.
What are they about? What is this?
Leslie Nielsen, you know him?
No.
The dude with the white hair. They're like the fucking funniest comedy movies from like the 90s era.
Is it like Airplane?
It's the same guy from Airplane.
Oh.
The doctor from Airplane. It's him starring in a movie, but in Naked Gun, he's like a detective for a police department, and he's like a fucking idiot. And it's watch Naked Gun, dude.
Okay,
It is the funniest shit you'll ever watch. And they came out with one recently, but Leslie Nielsen died, so they have the really serious guy. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. They have Liam Neeson starring it. OJ used to be in the old Naked Gun movies, so they make a joke about it in the new one.
Yo, we could talk. He killed his wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't think that?
Yeah, no.
Like, and he died.
And then he got out of prison. He's like, I'm gonna write this book called "How I Got Away with It."
There's certain things.
Fun fact: that wasn't his book. That was the family of Nicole. Was that her name?
Yeah, Nicole Kidman.
That was the family of Nicole's book.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can never try someone twice. That's how he was free for the rest of his life. Because once a court makes a decision in America, you cannot go back to court for the exact same matter.
Yeah.
But they did do everything in their power to like squeeze every other kind of matter in their favor.
I think he was civilly he had
a lot of
took him
shit,
to civil court.
I mean, he just drank all day at the golf course. Like, he had nothing. Like, what they did was they took away the rights. It's like he could never have written that book and published it. He wasn't allowed to profit off that story. It was Nicole's story.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Why? What's the title of the book?
I think it was How I Got Away with It.
Yeah. And then they released multiple books. The most recent one was some funny wordplay where I was like, it was like I did it, like I did it, but there was a tiny little if before the I. But it's like, I don't,
Yeah.
that's not him writing them. Like
That's
they're
crazy. I
making
didn't
bank
know
though. And
Y'all heard
that's,
about,
that's good.
Y'all heard about what
They
happened
should.
with
She's dead.
or what they found out with
got
John Wayne Gacy?
Well, they found out about John Wayne Gacy.
So they found out John Wayne Gacy, the
Who's that? Sounds like a
he-
hockey player's name.
he's the guy who like dressed up as a clown and like killed a bunch of people. Yeah,
Oh.
like
You know about John Wayne Gacy?
like a 2016 clown.
No, like this
That
was
stuff was
back.
scary-
this
that
was
stuff
like
was
what-
scary,
This
though.
was like back in like what, the 80s?
Yeah, this was back in the.
He would dress
80s,
up as
yeah.
like, I think his thing was like Bobo the Clown. And he'd
Yeah.
like kill people and hide them under his house.
Oh.
But they found that the evidence that they got him on, that they booked him on to arrest him, was planted. If they would have
Oh
found
my
that out,
God.
the entire case would have been thrown out.
Oh, so what? Somebody,
shit.
someone's like, "Yo, you got to catch this guy. I'm gonna fake it. I'm gonna fake it for
One
him."
of the police officers planted evidence.
Oh, shout out, bro,
Yeah.
because you as people forget that like you really have free will, and that cop made the right choice. Like
That is the
sometimes
right choice.
breaking the rules is the most.
Sometimes
You have to do it. You
Yeah.
have to do it. You have to do it.
I mean, if someone like John Wayne Gacy, yeah.
And that's such a huge
Yeah.
instance of breaking the rules. Like, bro risked everything. His job, his
I mean, the court case. Like,
I mean, at worst, he risked
could've-
this guy
Yeah.
getting off scot-free
Yeah.
after murdering.
oh yeah,
He
true.
murdered a lot of people too.
Yeah.
He was like fucking like 20 people.
hmm
Wow.
And he was like burying them under the floorboards in his
And
house.
I don't think like I imagine the cop. It's not like he like planned this. It was more like he probably just saw the window one afternoon. Like I know it's him, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, I can just fucking plant this shit. No,
Yeah.
I'm a cop."
Yeah.
And like it worked. Wow, I never heard about that.
Yeah.
That's how it happens too. When
Mhm.
you're in those moments, you're like, "Wait a minute, this social norm is like, no one's gonna expect me to do this. I have a window. I could do this." Like what's something that I've done like that recently?
You gotta take
Plenty of
chances
things in
sometimes.
day to day. I feel like I just do just because it's different, you know. Like sometimes,
Yeah,
like-
there's only the little moment of hesitation. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna do it.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I did with this podcast, dude. I was like, I kind of don't want to do it. And I was like, fuck it, there's no reason not to.
Thanks.
Come on.
Nice.
Let's just shoot the shit.
Reshot it.
there was one thing. Y'all were talking about Ukraine.
Yes.
And you also mentioned how we were laughing about Ukraine when you walked away after talking to us.
Oh yeah. What did you think about that? You watched the whole episode?
The reason why they brought it up when you walked away is because I am Ukrainian.
Ah.
I have the necklace. So they brought it up. It's just like it would be funny to like talk about this really serious thing. But yeah.
Mm.
Y'all were talking about Ukraine the other day.
Oh, when I gave my
would-
number. When I give my number.
If you want to if you
oh, I
wanna
thought you guys
learn-
were just stoned. Everything was funny. I didn't know.
if you want to learn more about it, man, I'm your guy.
He's the guy.
Well, do you want to teach more about it?
Yeah,
You have to meet in the middle.
I'm totally fine.
I feel like I'm
How
down.
much
to
do you know about the conflict?
I like to hear like I think I find it easiest to listen. Not easiest, but I want to listen most when people like are into what they're talking to.
Yeah, I mean, my fucking family's from there, you know? Like, I'll have my mom, like, tell me about, like, relatives she has, like, friends she has living in Lviv, which is, like, the far western edge of Ukraine on the border with Poland, and they have bombs flying over their house.
Ooh.
So, like, it's something I'm, like, very closely personal to. I've learned a lot about Ukrainian history because of the stuff with Russia, and, like, learning about Russia and Ukraine, it's like a conflict that goes back like to the beginning of fucking time. Like it's more than just the war that started in 2019. It goes back to 2014. It goes back to 1991. It goes back to, you know, before the Soviet Union even formed, you know.
I just I hope, I don't know. So I had 2 history classes today. One's American, one's world. And in the world one, I learned that 99% of the human experience occurred before writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're never going to know any of that.
Cleopatra is closer to us today
Romans.
than like the building of the pyramids.
Oh wait.
Like Cleopatra, she was the pharaoh of Egypt.
Yeah,
for
right.
a while. Yeah, she is closer to us in time.
Whoa,
than the
wait,
building
really?
of the pyramids. Yeah, that's Egypt. The first pyramids were like built like around 4,000 years ago. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Time is insane.
And
They were early with those things, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They were, I mean, like that was an advanced
If
play.
you
It just
ever,
fell
like-
down. It just
if
fell.
you ever like want to get into a rabbit hole in history, learn about the Eurasian steppes, the people who migrated west
Yes,
and
sir.
Ukraine, because Ukraine, there's a book I have, and I actually got it autographed by the guy who wrote it. It's called the gates to Europe. Here's what Ukraine is. It's a borderland. It's between kind of the east and west. So even like as far back as the Byzantine Empire, Ukraine was where cultures mixed and different people mixed. There was a point in time where the Byzantine Empire, they had control of like Crimea, like South Ukraine. They had merchant outposts and stuff. And then if you went up north to where the capital of Ukraine now is, Kyiv, that was controlled by Swedish Vikings as like a trading outpost. And then all the while, the rest of the country was populated by like these small tribes of different ethnic groups. A lot of them were
a lot of Tartars and
Tartars, not
Turks,
Mongols, Turks, Turkic people that migrated east from like, you know, the Eurasian steppes. It's like the most insane fucking place ever. There's so much depth to Ukrainian history. It's really awesome.
I mean, in a way, Ukraine is the reason we are speaking English today. The people who first made the original, it's called Proto-Indo-European. It's like the super language family. The people who first started speaking that were in modern day Ukraine. And those were the same people who domesticated the horses. So without Ukraine, we wouldn't have English. We wouldn't have, without Ukraine, we wouldn't even have Russian.
Yeah,
Ain't that a thinker? Ain't that a thinker?
That is true.
Interesting.
Sorry, we just totally went off on a tangent there, but there's like so much to talk about. I'm very passionate about it.
I know. Why you apologize for?
If you ever have any questions about the war, I'm your guy.
I do.
He's your correspondent on the ground.
That's true. Except I'm right here.
You've been to the...
I haven't been there like during the war, but I've been to Ukraine like when I was a little kid.
Wow.
In the selos, the villages.
So can you speak?
I can speak Ukrainian.
Really? Could I hear something?
Привет, як справи?
Whoa, okay. I didn't expect... You look so white.
Мене звуть Павло.
Or like, you look so like European... I guess you look Ukrainian.
I do look, yeah.
He looks Turkish. That's what I think.
Well, okay, my dad...
You look Russian. Doesn't he? Like, I would have thought...
You know, you could get it confused with the what do you call it?
The widow's peak.
The widow's peak.
Like, you look like... I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
Greek.
I look Greek. The reason why is because my dad is from southern Ukraine, from a region called Ternopil.
Oh.
And it's in southern Ukraine, kind of bordering like Moldova and Romania. My last name is Balan. Balan comes from a Moldovan king. It's like a royalty name. Like the name has roots from like Romania.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like I did 23andMe. I'm like, it was pointless to do 23andMe because I came out like 98% Ukrainian.
Yeah.
But then there was also like 1% Southern European. Like, because in Ukraine, again, like there's so many cultures and ethnic groups mixing. So like you can go to like Eastern Ukraine, they're more likely to speak Russian or like a mix of Russian and Ukrainian. It's a new language that's forming. And you know, they might be paler, but if you go to Southern Ukraine, especially like Crimea where the Tartars ethnic groups lived, yeah, they might be like really dark skinned. Like there's people you'd see that are from Ukraine and they look like they come from Mongolia. Like they look like they're Asian.
Wow.
But they're Ukrainian.
Wow. This has been well, yeah,
a learning experience.
Yeah, like this has been.
It's crazy. And like again, like Ukraine's a country that nobody fucking thinks about. Especially like before the war, like what the fuck would anybody know about Ukraine? Like people used to call it the Ukraine for the longest time until the war started.
My aunt went on a mission trip to Ukraine once.
Really?
And, yeah, because she's a Protestant and they didn't like those Orthodox, too works based. And I at the time I just didn't even know that was a place, and so like I thought like it was something to do with like the bird, like crane. I just had no clue about it.
Ukraine. Yeah, I can't say I ever have even thought about it before all this happened.
Yeah. And it's funny. It's funny because everybody thinks about Russia, but it's because Russia has like a very big media control. Like it's a big country.
Yeah.
Russian culture comes from the same place Ukrainian culture does. Ukraine. That's where their culture comes from. That's where their language comes from.
The capital of Moscow.
Well, that would make sense because people came from Africa. I do not subscribe to Adam and Eve. I'm sorry. Like
I don't either. No.
I'm not even saying I don't believe in God. I don't. But Adam and Eve, I believe something's going on. I just don't believe like the guy in the robe and Mary. She's a virgin. She didn't have a kid. She's a virgin.
Yeah.
But like I just like, science does not agree with the Bible in a lot of ways. And Adam and Eve, the first people weren't white. They were pitch black.
We know that for certain.
Yeah, wasn't it South Africa or was it just somewhere in Africa? It was Africa.
Horn of Africa.
The Horn of Africa.
Like Kenya, yeah.
Yeah, like those are the first Homo sapiens. And then they went everywhere. So it would make sense that Russia came from Ukraine because Ukraine is in between Africa and Russia.
The first Europeans were of darker complexions. Like,
well, like getting more specific with Eastern Europe in general, it was like Turkic people. From the Eurasian steppes, so like where Mongolia or like Kyrgyzstan is. Those people, they moved west.
So they went up and around the Mediterranean.
More so west. Like not where the Mediterranean is, but like kind of...
What's the body of water that Greece and Russia?
You know, like the bottom part of Russia, basically. They crossed that from Mongolia and China to Europe.
Oh, okay.
And they settled there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they settled there.
Wait, how are they going? That's east. Wait, that's west. Wait, west. How are they going west? They started in China and came up that way?
Yeah, they just went straight. It's the Eurasian steppes is what it's called. It's just like endless plains, basically.
Oh, interesting.
And these people were nomadic.
So
like
they
didn't live any solid place. They were nomadic people. They'd like ride.
Why didn't they just go straight up through Egypt? North. You see what I'm saying?
Egypt is in Africa, bro.
Yeah, but like that's along the right. But I'm saying
it's just the environment they couldn't.
Pull up a map on
like,
your computer.
Okay,
I'll show you right now.
If you see the Pontic steppe, or not the Pontic steppe, it's the Eurasian steppe. It's this long. Have you ever seen pictures of Mongolia?
Oh, let me show you right now.
Here, I can just pass this to you.
All right. So we're looking at this map.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Apologies, podcast listeners.
Technically, the screen's being recorded.
So what I'm
we'll
talking
see how much
about
energy I got.
Is people who lived in this area,
right
between like Mongolia and Russia, they went east this way.
I caught that.
Ukraine is now.
But what I'm saying is, don't you think, because they started here, people in general, they started the Horn of Africa, right?
Yeah.
Or is this the Horn?
Yeah, that's the Horn.
Yeah,
that's the Horn?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, then that makes total sense.
Well, you have this was after people had spread all around Eurasia, so they had gone out and then sort of coming back.
The Turkic migration happened way after Homo sapiens were.
I mean, look at this globe. We're like little parasites that we just got everywhere. There's names for everything. We did the whole thing. I mean, we would get on. I saw this YouTube video where like people would just get on little rafts, no motors, no sails, and they would just fucking say "see ya," and they would end up. That's why there's like those uncontacted.
Oh wait,
tribes.
Real quick.
Yeah. Here, let's see if this is
impossible.
Is it reaching?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
You could. Oh well.
This right here. Talk about uncontacted tribes. That's North Sentinel Island.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like, how do you think they got there?
No, just
some motherfucker.
Boats.
Like at least a man and a girl. Like they just like made it somehow. Like what? Like look how far away it is. Like.
Sure. I mean, there's people in so many different like climates. I mean, like people are inventive and will find ways around. I mean, that's why we're here. We find solutions to problems. Also, this isn't related, but if you do have screen share on,
I don't know. We'll see if I have like the editing patience. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Exactly I think that I will because lately,
I know exactly what you're doing.
Hold on, I just love this picture.
Wow, that was pretty crazy. You just found that shit. Well done. That's great. Cool.
In front of the seal. My goat. Yeah, that went way off topic.
Sorry.
Ukraine's an amazing place. If there's anywhere to learn about where cultures mix and become greater and become like a new thing, it's Ukraine. And yeah, as we were saying, like Russia exists as a product. Like at the time, it wasn't called Ukraine. There was no concept of a Ukrainian or a Russian or a Pole. It was the Kievan Rus. It was like one giant country.
Wow, it's a globe. Anyway,
pretty impressive. Well,
I'm exhausted. This has gone over an hour. This has gone over an hour, and I've let it an hour and 10, and I think it could go for 3 hours, but I am going to cut it.
Understand.
We could pick up tomorrow.
I don't care, dude.
Tomorrow I don't work, so we could do it at an hour that actually makes sense. You know, from school. Like, are you guys around in the afternoon?
I only have one class tomorrow, so
I have a lot, but I'll be done.
Afternoon,
like
I'm
3 or 4. I'll be done.
free. I just
We'll
need to hit the
see.
gym.
I gotta go fix my sister's car. I gotta go work
Shit.
out on her AC.
Well, dude, I'll come knock.
Can I go with you?
Huh?
Can I go with you? I got nothing else to do.
Sure.
I'll come knock regardless.
All right.
You
Yeah.
can count on the knock.
If we're there, we're there.
I'm waiting for the time when the knock doesn't work. I'm 2 for 2. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, somebody's always there.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I don't know how this is happening. Seriously. I'm actually like, seriously, it is such a difference having people here. I just had so much fun. It's unbelievable how much fun oh man.
It's so much different when you get to share the experience.
Yeah, you guys, I think my favorite part about the whole episode was, and shit, I already forgot all of it. The Civil War in Syria.
Syria, yeah.
Syria. I didn't know anything about that. So when you guys were telling me about it, I was like, dang, I actually feel like I'm getting smarter right now. Who would have thought?
If you want to know about world events, I try and keep updated. I try.
No, there's nothing more fun. Not fun. It's all fucked up stuff, but it is.
It's interesting to learn about
It's
different
fun
people.
to learn about countries and what's going on in them.
Well, you learn about Syria, and then you start going on a rabbit hole about different like religions. It's like, wow, this is crazy. I never knew about this.
Here is the analytics for yesterday's episode. 32. Bro, I'm pretty sure you're breaking records here.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Look at this. We got a subscriber. That's very rare to get a subscriber from Keep. Let's go to.
Not gonna lie, dude. That might be someone we know.
Yeah, but
I send that to a pretty big group chat.
yeah, let me have my moment. You know what I'm saying? That's just a great number. You can't beat that. Like,
It's up, dude. All the numbers is all green arrows.
yep.
That's good, dude.
That's good.
Here's my overall. I could walk you guys through. Did I already show you all this?
I don't think so. No.
I think you were talking to her earlier.
Are you interested?
I'm interested. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
All right, so we have.
Get to see
This is my channel right here.
Get to see how the burger is made, dude.
This is my channel. This is for you. This is 607 views banger. I just talked about jacking off. That's insane. This is okay. So podcasts. This is the same podcast, except I have my friend on Discord on so much that he has his own playlist. If you want to just see all the ones that he's
Keeping
in.
it Griffin.
Yeah. He's probably wondering where the hell I am because I'm having so many in person. I love this shit, dude. I never want to go back to Griffin. No offense, Griffin, but look at this. You could see the streak we're on. About to be 6 guests in a row. I can't believe it. Okay, and
No,
look,
that's
this one is
good.
begging for my first. Wait, isn't that? I think that was with. No, this is when I asked you guys on the porch.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, so let's go back to that. Okay, so this is the playlist with all the podcasts in it, which is now the entirety of this channel. It used to be vlogs, then it was podcasts and vlogs, and lots of shorts also. But then podcasts took over, and the shorts are now just clips of the podcast. I maintain 2 other YouTube channels. I freestyle rap every day on this one. It's like part 11 of me freestyle rapping every single day of my life till I die. That's the title every single time. And then this one is the vlog one where it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds. And, it's fun things that we do. Anyway, if I sort by date.
Copyright restriction.
Yeah.
Copyright.
So this is this is because he, around this mark, was like, show me his music that he did. And they used copyrighted beats. But I'm keeping it up. I'm keeping it up because it doesn't actually affect my channel necessarily. I'm not monetized.
Yeah.
So this is like the state of everything right now. Most recent episodes, sort by date. If I click this, I want to go to podcast though. Keeping it real. And I think I've already done this before. You can't even sort by date. But I could do settings. I can figure this out. Details. Oldest. All right. So now it looks totally different when you click on this now it's like, what the fuck? First thing you notice, I mean, what do you guys look at?
There's no thumbnails,
No
man.
fucking thumbnails. And this is like a 30 streak of guests.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was never alone. Ever. And look, like 46 minutes, 1 hour 20, 2 hours, 130, 118. I was in love with her. That's also something that happened along this part is like I would have these girls on and I would really like them, which is like kind of unprofessional. Like her, I was in love with her. Oh my god. Oh, and this is my ex. Lila is like I wouldn't even call her my next girlfriend, but like we were not supposed to talk to each other again, type of deal.
Yeah.
And now she's on my podcast. Like, what the fuck? He's really gay. Like, these are just people from. That's my grandmother. He's very traveled.
Yeah, I mean, guess is good. It gives you a diversity.
Yeah, but whatever happened, it was hard to explain. Like right around here, this is my roommate, 3 hours long. And then it's like, this is the shortest ever Keeping It Real episode.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, and I wonder what I say. But I was probably like, yo, I gotta keep it alive. And then this is when I start thumbnails too. Somewhere over here. And then they evolve into just the lettering, and then I realized I gotta put my face in it. But that's the story of Keeping It Real so far.
I gotcha.
That's pretty cool.
Well, congrats.
There's Griffin.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I don't want to hold you, but I do at the same time. I'm loopy. I gotta put a hard stop to it so I can edit this and go to bed.